I'm tired of pretending this is up for debate. The game is factually, objectively, statistically killer-sided. Any attempt to deny this will result in a removal of your comment. But y'all have got to stop saying that the event is survivor-sided. You don't know that.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I am so sorry you had to see that. If you didn't see my first video on this girl, I'm just gonna throw the thumbnail up on screen and the link should be in the description somewhere. If you can't find it, just go to the most popular tab on my YouTube page on my videos. It'll pop up then. It has like 11,000 views at this point, which I am unbelievably grateful for. But this goes into a lot, like that video goes into a lot more detail than just her being a lying hypocrite survivor main. I'm going to be covering a lot in this video, in and out of DBD, so every single time I'm going to cover a topic, I'm just going to put the timestamp up on screen right now for like the topic that I'm covering. But yeah, let's just start off with her being a lying hypocrite. Before we start, I just want y'all to go follow, and I want to give a huge shout out to Vitreous on TikTok. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But he's the one who actually brought this to my attention when I saw his video. So if it wasn't for him, I doubt I'd be making this. So thank you to Vitreous, and definitely go check him out. He has some pretty good content on this page.
Minsk has said in his latest video that the new event was a breaking point for him. He, as a content creator, no longer wants to play Dead by Daylight and will be dramatically reducing his upload schedule. This video doesn't matter. My voice and opinion don't matter. The engine players, casual players, forfeits, players, massive event. There's 0% of the edition, anything, 0% of the actual player base is playing the game, and the majority of the community doesn't want to do that, so we need to take some of the events. I'm tired. I see no point in wasting money on playing another game elsewhere. I want to make cool videos like killer heroes that are pricing for the game. So I say at the end, never videos from the channel will decrease, and we'll set into practice and working on finding sources do not require me to play DBD. Before I get into today's video, don't forget to go follow me.
Colby Jager on Twitch. He makes way better content than me, and super funny, nonchalant. And he's like 6'5" and drives a Bugatti.
It is written right here above me. I stream Sunday to Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time. So I honestly don't really care that Minsk's going to be making fewer videos. I just wanted to use his general sentiment to talk about something important. For starters, in reference to the gameplay of the anniversary event, yes, it does have to be geared towards casuals.
I don't know what she's talking about here, because when I think of a casual player, I think of like a guy who just got off the night shift. Maybe he's trying to play like a little Michael Myers game because he's a really big Halloween fan. I don't think any casual player's just gonna like hop on DVD and play the event and just hope to escape every single game.
It's the same reason you don't see big content creators complaining about the gameplay of 2v8. They don't like 2v8 because it takes away from the 1v4 queue times, but they don't complain about the gameplay of 2v8 because it's not made for them. LTMs are made for casuals. There definitely are casual killer players. I was one of them for a very long time. But the vast majority of casuals play Survivor, almost exclusively. So that explains why there's more fun stuff in the event for survivors. But y'all have got to stop saying that the event is survivor-sided. You don't know that.
Alright, I'm gonna briefly explain all the stuff that survivors get in the event versus killers. Survivors get a third health state on top of Dead Hard and Off the Record, so that can get you up to 6. Survivors can make pallets unbreakable for killers, while they can still vault them, keep in mind, just so they can just like rebuild Shack Pallet and get an infinite vault out of that. So that's like at least 9 loops at Shack alone, while your teammates just sit on gens and crank them out because they have nothing to slow down gen speed. Killers get a knockoff clown bottle that hinders survivors for a few seconds that can be countered with Champion of Light. And survivors also can become invisible, and they just get another base kit on-demand sprint burst, like in 2v8, with no downsides. So, yeah, this event is very killer-sided.
I don't know that. You don't know that. Nobody knows that except for behavior. The terms survivor-sided and killer-sided are used to describe who wins more games. In the base game, that is killers. And until you have specific official data from behavior showing that survivors win more in the event, you cannot say that it is survivor-sided. If you do, that is misinformation. If you do, that is misinformation. What you can say is, it feels survivor-sided, or I'm losing the majority of my games on killer. Those are claims that relate to your personal experience, not the objective state of the game. Minsk makes a very specific type of content. It's complain content for killer mains.
If Minsk makes complained content about killer mains, shall we look at your videos?
Playing Blight makes me feel more in control of my matches. 4-man Swift all loading at the same time, no worries, I'm playing Blight. Flashlight Squad, no worries, I'm playing Blight. Sabo Squad, no worries, I'm playing Blight. 2 duos with high hours and our god loopers, no worries, I'm playing Blight. Shitty large map that my poor ghost face can control all the gens, no worries, I'm playing Blight. Get taken a shack or any strong tile, no worries, I'm playing Blight. Ever since I started learning Blight, I feel more in control of my matches. My killer anxiety is basically non-existent anymore because I come already prepared for whatever the matchmaking throws at me. You guys know how it is. You pick a stealth killer, for example, and get a large open map, or you get a range killer and get an indoor map and you grow and hope to at least get 1 kill.
This person is essentially saying, at least with a few of the examples they brought up, like 2 duos with high hours that are god loopers, they're saying that they're supposed to be able to beat those survivors.
So you read that entire thing out and you didn't even realize that the person was talking about Blight being able to help them beat those kind of players, not instantly win a game. They're talking about Blight helping them through their games, not winning their games for them.
That are better than them because they're playing Blight, and that shouldn't be a thing. You should not be able to press a button that equips a certain killer and just guarantee a win in all of your games in every situation that's thrown at you. That is a flawed killer design. But OP's not calling that out and saying that's a bad thing, they're saying that's actually a good thing. And that's the problem.
As I'm sure many of you know, as a part of today's update, a lot of filler palettes on a lot of realms have been nerfed. This is just one example, here's a few more. Pause if you'd like to look at these for a little bit longer. Yeah. And of course, this doesn't cover every single loop that was changed, but these are just a few. So as I suspected, the changes to the palette density update only punish good survivors. No, that is just factually untrue. Survivors were supposed to get quite a few buffs in favor of the casual survivor in 2025, all of which were turned into killer buffs instead. Behavior has stated themselves on numerous occasions that they are trying to balance for a 60% kill rate. This is over half, this is killer-sided objectively. And the actual kill rates themselves, at least in official data, sit around 60%. On some killers, it's closer to 70. I'm tired of pretending this is up for debate. The game is factually, objectively, statistically killer-sided. Any attempt to deny this will result in a removal of your comments.
It looks like complaint content for survivor mains.
But because the game is just objectively rigged in favor of killers, it is really hard to make that kind of complaint content when you can't prove what you're saying, at least not on a large scale. So yeah, if all you do is make videos about how a game that's rigged in your favor isn't fun for you, it's not gonna be fun for you after a while. It is very simple. If you don't want to play the event because you are struggling as killer, you personally, then don't play the event. At the end of the day, the event is made for fun anyway. It's not supposed to be about who wins or who loses. It is an event made for casuals, and casuals don't care if they win or lose.
Hey, so, if the event and DBD in general is so killer-sided, why do you need to delete the comments proving you wrong if you're so confident that you're not wrong? It doesn't make sense. It's also kind of weird how you deleted Minsk's comment when he was trying to explain. Hey guys, post-edit Colby here. So I just got done with that section, like editing it, and I found out that Bento Baby made a response to Vitreous. So shall we go ahead and dissect it and see what's up?
So Vitreous made a video about me. Before I get into it though, don't forget to go follow me on Twitch if you're not already. It is written right here above me.
Man, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Nobody asked you that a bitch ass thing. You better shut the fuck up.
Stream Sunday to Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Time. First and foremost, I want to say this. In the video of mine that he stitched, a lot of you who lack comprehension skills are making yourselves really known. Never once in that video did I say that the event is not survivor-sided. All I said is that we can't know if it is or not. I'm not saying that the event is not survivor-sided. I'm not saying that it is survivor-sided. I'm saying that I don't make claims that I can't prove, unlike the rest of you. Unless you have data or empirical evidence to back up what you're saying, it is empty. It has no meaning. Plus, even if your own personal kill rate has gone down in the event, that is not a large enough sample size to defend the entire community's opinion that it is survivor-sided. Because that's what it is. It's an opinion saying that the event is or is not survivor-sided right now without official data is an opinion. It is not based in any kind of empirical reality.
So I already went over this whole survivor-sided junk. Unless you're legally blind, you can obviously see that the event favors survivors. Unless you're stupid, it favors survivors. It's so obvious.
Because of this video that you made about me, Vitreous, I have received multiple death threats. I have had men threaten to sexually assault me. I've been made fun of for being deaf. This is your audience.
Okay, I will admit the whole death threat stuff is really fucked up, and I don't think anybody should be sending that to her. But if you're gonna go ahead and advertise everywhere on every single one of your social media platforms that you're deaf, and then make a bunch of all these stupid content, like making fun of people and calling them out, yes, people are gonna point out that you're deaf and make fun of you. And we cannot talk about communities when this is yours. Alright, listen, Bento, baby. All due respect, you cannot get mad at somebody's community for being toxic when your community has said that me and my friend should be executed by guillotine, making fun of my deceased mom, like comparing her to the opening of fucking Bambi, which is disgusting, judging on how it's a human being. Hey, keep in mind, I was 5 years old when that shit happens. You feel fucked up? 'Cause you should.
Yeah, sorry, I don't feel bad. Yeah.
You're not at liberty to speak.
This is the response that I get from your audience for sharing my opinion about game balance. So let's talk about the opinion of mine that has apparently warranted me receiving death threats. That opinion is that I believe that the game not being balanced 50-50 and instead 60-40 by behavior's own admission in favor of killers is unfair for survivors. In any other uncontroversial situation in which things are not balanced 50-50 or fair, people are okay to admit that. For example, in casinos, everybody knows that when they go in there, that the house has an advantage. You, as the player walking into the casino, know that there is a greater chance that you will lose than you will walk out with a jackpot. And that is the standard by which everybody agrees that the casino is unfair. Casinos are open about the fact that they are unfair. They straight up say it. That is also true of Dead by Daylight. Behavior is said on numerous occasions they are balancing the game 60-40 in favor of killers. The same exact things that people say make casinos unfair, like openly rigging them in the house's favor, is what DBD does. They openly rig the game in favor of killers. So why are you so hesitant to admit that the game is unfair for survivors? The best explanation of why DBD is unfair is because it has that same feature that the casinos have that make it unfair. And the last thing I want to address is this idea that I delete any comments that disagree with me. What I just shared in this video was an opinion. I believe that the game being rigged in favor of killers is unfair for survivors. The fact is that the game is rigged in favor of killers. That is not up for debate. The basis for my opinion being that the game is unfair for survivors is rooted in that fact. If you share factually incorrect, verifiably untrue misinformation in my comments, like survivors escape more than killers kill, which again is verifiably untrue, then you are spreading misinformation. Saying the game is survivor-sided is misinformation, assuming we define survivor or killer-sided based on who wins more, or who's even given the artificial advantage, which we know behavior does for killers. You are always allowed to share your opinions in my comment section, even if I disagree with them. The only comments I delete are comments that contain verifiably incorrect information or just straight up insult me. You are not entitled to be uneducated and wrong on my page. It is my page. I make the rules. And if you don't like that, or if you don't want to follow the rules of my page, then you can leave. And for all the tinfoil hat conspiracy theorists in Vitreous's comment section, I need you to know that I am a killer main. A 6K hour killer main. You can watch any of my streams, watch me play killer. It is my primary role. I just don't base my opinions off of bias.
And just for the record, I don't feel bad for Momo. I have had the displeasure of playing against him while he's doing his blight streaks.
Alright, if you're employed, sure if you're in the DVD space, you probably do know what happened to Momo 7th, how he lost his, almost 2,000 game blight win streak. Feel bad for the guy, that was tough, I know. But once he lost it, Bento Baby had to make a video about it, just drama farming literally everything in the DVD space because that's all her content is, because she's not good at anything else. Basically saying, Momo's like a loser, incel, virgin and shit, and Momo ended up seeing that, and he quote tweeted it, this basically calling her out for being a weirdo, and a bunch of other people in the, replies like Michaelinator and Blottos shared their experiences with her, and it's well known that she's well known in the DVD cop scene, I guess you want to say, or whatever. She's known in the DVD scene, but not for anything good. She's known for being a weirdo, if that's it. There's a lot of shit she did. I know she like went off on McKaylenator because she made a take saying that killers need gender aggression and high MMR, which they do. I think Blados just knows about her because her, well, her reputation up in that scene. So yeah, basically all she did is milk the whole Momo 7th situation, got a ton of backlash for it, started playing the victim, all this, all normal shit she would do. Yeah. There's honestly not much that needs to be said about this section. It's just she has these weird misandrous baby meltdowns on Twitter. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you a couple of her posts, and let's analyze them and just pick apart how she's a crybaby weirdo. Alright, this one is kind of interesting because it says, men when they joke about R-wording, pedophilia, necrophilia, and misogyny. Men when a woman jokes about hating men. One, I don't think I've ever met a guy who jokes about that because that's fucking weird. But, she says, when a woman jokes about hating men. So apparently this whole hating men thing is a joke or whatever. I guess. Her words, not mine. It's a joke. She's just like kind of so much of an idiot that it's kind of funny. It says, guard up around men to defend myself. Just imagine like this girl's like walking down the street. She sees the mailman. Mailman says hey. She's like, back the fuck up, I have pepper spray. Like, holy shit, it's just hilarious how much of a fucking idiot she is. Alright, this is the last thing I'm gonna cover, and then it's the last topic of the video. So, she says, if your response to a woman stating that she's received threats of sexual assault, she's looking for pity, or playing the victim, you're a misogynistic piece of shit. Ugh, hypocrite! Sorry, my throat's feeling weird today. Who doesn't deserve the air they breathe? LMFAO. So, men being a misogynist is a piece of shit. If you don't know what a misogynist is, it's just the equivalent of a misandrist, which is hating women. So, let me get this straight. Men can't be misogynist, but women can be misandrist. If this is not the key definition of entitled, I don't know what is. So this one is the main topic people were talking about on my first video of her. It says, I literally got S8 in game, which is just stupid. You sound like a dumbass. Not like it's a Parzu. If you're you, Bento baby, like, you sound like a dumbass by default. I literally got S8 in game and hit on hook by a ghoul on Forgotten Ruins, who won the game, mind you. It's not like she teabags in the exit gate right after she wins the game. What? No, that's not possible, right? She would never teabag in the exit gate. And it's been harassing me on multiple platforms since calling me a foid every time. She calls people moids. Here's proof. I did nothing to this incel except call him an incel. I guess that's nothing. It's totally not an insult or anything, right? Which is clearly deserved, I think. And then that's a Twitter link that I'm not gonna click on. So, it's bad to call girls foids, but she can call people moids all she wants because the world revolves around her. She's just like the key part of this world. Like, if she died, the sun would just fucking explode, I guess. S8 in game, that sounds very stupid. Obviously, I think everybody has said that's stupid. If your trauma is so bad to where a person runs over you in a video game just trying to have a little toxic fun, get the fuck off the game. And if you actually see being humped in a video game as real life SA, it is time that you got up out of your greasy Cheeto dust stained chair with all these greasy McDonald's food stains on it. Maybe take a shower. I don't know. You probably won't fit in the shower. Go the fuck outside. just attempt to bend down, lay down if you need to, and touch that sweet, sweet green grass. Sorry, it's thundering outside. But of course, no hate to Bento Baby because of this video. If you're one of the Beatrice people who are sending her death threats, I really don't care. But yeah, don't forget to go to Bento Baby's page and absolutely smash the shit out of that report button, especially on her Twitch, because she shouldn't deserve to stream. Let's try to get her to 50 reports by when this video is uploaded. Come on, guys, we got this. Report. We got all the evidence in this video. You can send them the link to the video and just see all the shit that she's saying on Twitch. Come on, report, people. Let's go, team. Anyways, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. If I need to improve on anything, let me know. If you want to know anything else, let me know. Definitely go follow like Minsk and Vitreous, because they should not have had the displeasure of needing to get tangled up in this little drama of hers, because she is literally the worst Dead by Daylight creator to ever touch this platform. Again, just reminding, fair use, everything under this. This video is completely under fair use because I'm criticizing her. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my videos, and I hope that you enjoyed this. It means a lot to me that you watch this video all the way through, so thank you so much.